going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You'll return a subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I'd like to wish you guys a happy Friday, and you know what that means. The Story Time with Stock Market Steve's live stream starts tonight at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I just got in from Biloxi, Mississippi. Shout out Biloxi. 7.5-hour drive. And we're going to make it do what it do in these videos and in the live stream tonight. So everybody's, welcome to attend, because I got some stories for you tonight, and they are funny as hell. But I want to get into this story, man. I seen this last night, and I was like, yo, this is something I have to do. A lot of people have not seen this story or heard about this man that you see up here. This guy right here is a walking success story. His name is Malachi Calder. He was 21 years old from Toledo, Ohio. Shout out Toledo. That's where my dad's from. And this guy right here was reported missing. I think they said on the 15th of this month, November. Well, he was last seen November 15th. November 22nd, he was reported missing. And 3 days later, on the 25th, this guy, Malachi Calder, was found dead. His body was found in his work vehicle, driven by this dude right here. Now, this Squidward head piece of trash that you see, this guy's name is Martel Huggins. 32-year-old dude with a shifty criminal past. Now, I don't know how they knew each other, but this guy subsequently lost his life. This guy was homeless at one time, was surrounded by strangers that offered him help, and he took full advantage of it. Natural born hustler, he's described as. Got himself out of the shelter, wound up going to college, acquiring a master's degree recently, and now he's dead. Take a look at this, man. It's upsetting.
The case of a missing 27-year-old has turned into a homicide investigation. Malachi Calder's body has been discovered, and there's been an arrest.
Yeah, Silver Barker has been following this story all day for us. She now joins us live in studio. So you just got some new information from investigators within the last hour. So what do we know?
Yeah, Jeff, court documents are now telling us more of what happened to Calder. Police say 32-year-old Martel Huggins is now charged with Calder's murder. They found Huggins driving Calder's car today and found Calder's remains inside. Tonight, people who say they knew Calder spoke about who he was.
He was just so eager to help, just so sweet, just so hardworking.
The search for missing 27-year-old Malachi Calder ended Tuesday in tragedy.
Well, he didn't deserve this. And he was just an amazing young man, and this is heartbreaking and devastating.
According to Toledo police, Calder was reported missing November 22nd. He was last seen on the 15th. But now, 10 days later, officers stopped Calder's work vehicle on the 3000 block of Mulberry Street and found 32-year-old Martel Huggins behind the wheel. Huggins was arrested and charged with murder. Later Tuesday night, police said parts of Calder's remains were found in the car, and that there were gunshot and stab wounds to the head.
It's just devastating that somebody would just prey on him like this.
That's Pastor Heather Boone. She says she met Calder when he stayed at a Monroe homeless shelter at 19 years old. She says even then, his work ethic and good heart stood out.
He worked 2 jobs. He was so hardworking, so determined, and on his own, he did this without anybody, without a lot of support.
Pastor Boone tells me that Calder went to the University of Toledo with help from her church and scholarships, and he earned a master's degree.
It's just sad because he's our success story. And when we have young people coming into the shelter, even now, we always tell the story of Malachi.
His family tells WTOL 11 he lost his mother at a young age and was raised by extended family before branching out. Malachi's cousin, Carolina Thomas, says Malachi was so bright, such a lover person who would truly do anything and give his last to help others. He recently graduated with his master's. This is truly upsetting to our family. Now, there's still no word from police on how Malachi died. We will continue to keep you updated on this investigation when we get more details. For now, in studio, Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
Well, what started as a search for a missing person is now a murder investigation. Police say 27-year-old Malachi Calder was found dead inside his car while 32-year-old Martell Huggins was driving it.
And Huggins was charged with his murder, but WTOL 11 has learned that this is not the first time that Huggins has been in trouble with the law. In fact, he's currently on probation for another crime.
Tonight, Silver Barker spoke with a woman who says she had a scary encounter with Huggins before. Silver joins us in studio. Silver, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Kaylee and Jeff, Shaylin Gibbs lives in Toledo and says she's deeply disturbed about what happened to Malachi Calder. But she's also angry, saying it could have been prevented if the incident she went through with him last year had more consequences.
Would like to never see him on the streets again.
The disturbing death of 27-year-old Malachi Calder has left the community shaken. That includes Shaylin Gibbs. Calder was reported missing November 22nd, but the search for him ended just 3 days later, when Toledo police found Calder's remains inside his own work car. It was being driven by 32-year-old Martell Huggins, who is now charged with his murder, someone Gibbs knows.
I had suspicions that maybe this person was going to end up doing something crazier down the line.
Gibbs says her first encounter with him happened last year when Huggins showed up at her West Toledo home. She says her security camera captured him trying to open one of her doors.
I had been yelling at him through my camera that I was calling the police, that the police were coming, and he left.
But the next day, she says he returned. This time, neighbors told her Huggins was hiding behind a tree. Police came and arrested him.
When he got arrested for trying to break into my house, he was found with a large knife on him.
Court records show Huggins was charged with menacing by stalking, carrying concealed weapons, and 3 other charges. In April, he was put on 2 years probation.
He's proved what he's capable of, and I just don't think that it's safe out here with him on the streets.
Now, Huggins was arraigned in court this morning. He's being held on a $1 million bond and is due back in court Monday. Those who remember Calder say he was a kind man with a bright future ahead of him. We told you more about Calder last night at 11. If you want to see that story, you can find it on our website. Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
All right, guys, you've seen it. And may this young man at 27 years old, Malachi Calder, rest in peace. That dude right there was successful. But part of him faltered in meeting this guy. Now, I don't know if they was in a relationship or not, but I do know something happened for them to cross paths to where this man is dead and this guy is not. This dude right here is a piece of shit. We already know it. And this is why, you know, when you involve yourself with somebody, whether you in a relationship with them or not, you only mess with people that benefit you and stimulate your mental capacity to elevate you. You don't deal with people that are beneath you. And I'm not saying like, you know, you're better than them. But if somebody don't match you intellectually where like you can have stimulating, you know, development moving forward with their friendship, it's not worth dealing with. Look at this fucking dude. Look at him. He looked like he a weirdo. Now, I don't know Mr. Calder, but I honestly think, and this is just my opinion, he might have been gay and they might have had a relationship, or they might have messed around or something brought them together. And it's messed up for me to say that, but I'm just giving you my opinion, looking at his pictures, and something ain't not right. But that's neither here nor there. He should still be alive. This guy's driving around in his shit, and his partially decomposed body is in the back of the truck, stabbed in the head and shot in the head. Part of it. They still talking about it. The lady said, we don't know what the cause of death was. Well, yeah, that'd be the cause of death. But this guy's charged with murder. You cannot be friends with people that want your life or are envious of you in one way or another. It never ends well. It never ends well. And this is things you learn over, you know, time and acquired wisdom. He's 27. You know, maybe this is the first time he met somebody like this. But either way, man, it cost him his soul, his life. This guy didn't care about nobody. Didn't care about anything. They had a white girl on there talking about he was stalking her. He hiding behind a tree when the police caught him last year, but nothing was done. And you know, we see these cases where people do weird shit and the justice system lets them back out. And then they wind up doing something again. And now, in today's time where a lot of people aren't parented, they don't have no accountability, they don't have a bone of responsibility, they feel as though you owe them something just from being their friend, or they feel as though when they ask you for anything, no matter how stupid it is, for a grown man to ask you, you tell them no, all of a sudden you the enemy. Man, I'm telling you, human beings are devolving. They're not even evolving anymore. And it's just like, it's messed up. You can bump into all type of people that you can't even believe exist. You killed this man, charged with his murder. His decomposing body's in his work truck. You're driving around in his shit. You don't work at his job or do whatever he does, but you riding around in his shit like it's yours with him stinking in the back. People are looking for him. You ain't disposed of the body or nothing. You was just going to ride that shit until you could ride it no more and then go off and do something to the next person. Look, take advantage of the next situation that's afforded to you, whether you have to kill somebody or not. There are a lot of bum ass people out here, both men and women. And this guy's one of them. Look how stupid he looked in court. And I told you, it's always something with these weird looking motherfuckers that do the weirdest shit. It's like you could tell they got mental problems or something wrong with them by the way their heads be shaped. And look, Exhibit A right there. It's just upsetting that this guy overcome a lot of obstacles in life and he never gave up, and he put one foot in front of the other, moving forward to be successful, where people that are able-bodied out here right now would rather stand on the corner and beg for money or in front of a liquor store and don't even want to get themselves straight. This guy got a master's degree. Supposedly he lost one of his parents or both of his parents, I can't remember, but he had a hell of a mountain to climb, and he did it one step at a time. And now he's dead. He's dead. Let that sink in for a second. I guarantee you, this guy right here couldn't even have made his journey. But he felt as though it was right to take his life. Why? Because I think he wanted his life. And you can never be friends with people like that or even deal with them. And that's your proof right there. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.